A new trend is reshaping the labor market rather. A growing share of mothers with young children in America are exiting the workforce. One likely contributor, the end of flexible pandemic-era policies like hybrid and remote work.
Misty Heggeness is a professor at the University of Kansas and a former principal economist at the Census Bureau. Good morning, and thanks for joining us, Misty.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Oh, our pleasure. Misty, working mothers, of course, as we all know, help drive much of the job market's post-pandemic comeback. But you say now that's all being erased. Could you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, so I've been tracking labor force participation of mothers since the pandemic. And when we looked at the labor force participation rate in 2025, from January to June, for example, there was a 3 percentage point decrease in labor force participation of mothers aged 25 to 44 who have children under the age of 5.
Did this also have an impact because of the cost of childcare?
Yeah, so I mean, I think there's multiple factors playing into this shift that we're seeing this year. One is the increasing cost of childcare. The funds that the federal government was providing to childcare providers have gone away. But there's also this really strong return to office that we've been experiencing in multiple large companies in 2025, in addition to the reduction in workforce of the federal government, have been driving some of this. Mothers will typically take positions in with employers who have flexible options for work. And so when those are taken away, it becomes really challenging for moms to continue working.
Yeah. Now, Misty, the research showed a particularly pronounced drop for Black women and those women who are aged 25 to 34. Can you explain the impact here?
Yeah, so again, I think it is this shift in making jobs greedy again, I would say. So Claudia Golden, who's an economist from Harvard, a Nobel Prize winner, has this phrase called greedy jobs, and talks about them as being really inhospitable for caregivers who are disproportionately women. And so I think just this shift in making work more inflexible really has a really negative impact on primary caregivers who tend to be younger women with small children. Black women as well tend to play a lot of caregiving roles in their families.
Good point.
Okay, if you're on social media, you've seen the trad wife hashtag. In some cases, these mothers are giving up their jobs happily. Can you talk about the rise of the traditional wife?
Yeah, I mean, I love the social media trad wife discussion or conversation, because when I look at the trad wives that are, making their way across social media, those women are working. They're working in gig jobs. They have figured out a way to receive an income off of their efforts on social media in a way that allows them to have better balance with their family needs and demands. So I think those women are great. I think they're doing what most women wish they could do, which was find a job that blends easily with family life.
Yeah, I know some women in my life who've done the same, taking care of the kids and having these gig jobs to supplement the income. Misty, we want to ask, what more can be done to help these working mothers who want to stay working?
Yeah, so I mean, it's not rocket science. There are solutions. It just takes a matter of will at the policy level and at the leadership and executive level within organizations to recognize that when we make work life inhospitable for caregivers, what we're really doing is we're leaving talent at the door. We're losing talent. And so as more and more businesses and employers decide to restrict the ways in which we can work, top talent is going to leave for another employer that will provide flexibility. And so it's really a great time right now. If you're an employer who's willing to provide flexibility for your employees, you can really bring in a lot of top talent. But having said that, I think in general, if we really want to keep women in the workforce, we have to figure out a way to make caregiving of our families and work balance each other better.
Yeah, it seems like an enormous task, though, at times. Thank you so much for being with us. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having me.